everyone, welcome to another video. I wanted to discuss a little bit of info about what's going on in my life, and I know what you're saying is like, oh hey, another speed drawing, where's E-Heroes? And well, honestly, I wanted to do these kind of videos for a while now, and I just wanted to draw whatever comes off the top of my head, and maybe I'll record and talk a little bit here and there about, just whatever's on my mind, or whatever you guys need to know, or whatever questions come up. I'll try to address them as best as I can in these videos. So think of it kind of like my own little version of a vlog. Yeah, E-Heroes is not dead. I know that you're wondering, and I've said it many times in my life, and of course, life gets in the way. I have a full-time job. I also do a weekly webcomic and a podcast, and I also do a lot of other projects on the side, and I'm just basically trying to keep myself afloat. All the while, doing my projects, which helps keep me alive and going, and I really appreciate you all enjoying them, and I just like to do whatever I can to entertain and just have fun. All of the information that you can find is in the links in my Patreon, which is patreon.com/Andrew Dickman. That's my name, and it's all linked below in the description, so you can look at that, and it'll have all the links provided. You can bookmark my webcomic if you'd like. You can also bookmark my other stuff. Listen to the podcast. I've been trying to do some video versions of the podcast, which is slow to do because it's just another step, and I only have one video up right now, and I'm trying to make things a little bit simpler because doing the podcast itself is, it works, but I'd like to try to do more and have easier access for it, and see if I can get a wider audience. All I can say now is that Electronic Heroes is in the works, and the latest episode is just taking a little longer than expected, so hopefully it'll put your fears to rest for a little bit. The music that you're listening to right now, by the way, is from VGMR Miss Coriel. You can also visit the channel and the SoundCloud account, and I'll put that in the description below if you're interested. While I was looking for remixes of Guardian Legends, this came up, and I just thought it was really fantastic. And the SoundCloud, I was looking through the account, and it just has wonderful music, and I really think that they need some attention. So please give that channel some appreciation, and please enjoy. About Guardian Legend itself, it's a rather obscure NES title. In Japan it's called Gardic Gaiden, or Gaiden, or, Gaiden, whatever. And the main protagonist is, from what I can muster, a robotic lady by the name Miria that can transform into a space jet. And that alone is just a brilliant idea. I won't go into too many details about this game, honestly, because I want to save that for another video that will probably give it a little bit more attention, but the character itself, it's just an amazing concept, but I'm kind of winging the design right now because, there's very little reference material about the character online, and even in the Japanese manual, there are about 5 different versions of this character, and I didn't know which one to pick, so I'm mainly going off the colors of the later in the manual and the in-game sprites, which is just basic red and whites and some blues in there. And there are a few fan art pieces on Google Images if you search up the character, and there's nothing really, I can't really say there's anything official, sadly. But I really thought that this character deserved a little bit more attention, so making this video kind of puts a little bit more spotlight on that, and I just think it's a really... I haven't really played the game a whole lot, but after finding out more information about it, I want to really just dive into it, and I'll probably muster up some sort of more informational video about it later. In terms of the program that I'm using, I know that I get a lot of questions of what I'm using and what are my tools. What you're seeing right now is Manga Studio 5, which also is known as Clip Studio. It's a program that I frequently use now since I've been digitally drawing, and it's where I mainly ink and color all of my pieces. And I've gotten more used to it than Photoshop, but I still use Photoshop. I mean, I use it to kind of apply final touches, but for the most part, I've been using Manga Studio, and it's just really it's a really easy program to use. I like the tools. It's easily accessible, and it's also pretty affordable. I know that there's a new version of Clip Studio coming up where they might be applying some animation to it. I have no idea, but either way, you can still save as a PSD off of Manga Studio, and you can transfer files, and it's just all out better program. Also, the brushes that I'm using are from Frenden brushes, are Frenden brushes. I get this question a lot because, you know, these are custom-made brushes that really just kind of make it, like, I hate to use this simple term, but they just make the tools better. The inking tools are a lot more crisp. You know, the coloring tools and brushes are just a lot more nice to use, and they're also closer to Photoshop, which is nice. And you know, I honestly, if you get this program, I think they're essential and they're worth the extra couple of bucks. And so go find Frenden brushes and test them out for yourself, and I guarantee that it's a purchase that is worth having. So yeah, I will conclude for now, and maybe I will give you some more information on another video later. If you want to give me some questions or provide like samples of something that you would like to see, or suggestions, I should say, samples. I want to talk about more stuff in the future. I'm also working on some more Tiny Bits videos about some really weird toys that I've found, and you know, I just really appreciate that you folks are willing to watch these shows, and you know, I'm just trying to give as much entertainment to you guys as possible. If you could please help me do some more of these things, please show your support by going to my Patreon and just giving some love. And you know, and it really means a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. You guys have given me so much to keep going with. You know, I don't want to stop, and knowing that you folks are there, it just really helps me, and know that I'm gonna continue on and continue entertaining and drawing and working and everything. So yeah, and everything in my Patreon, like it goes to everything that I do, all my projects. So you're supporting not only my videos but my podcast and my artwork and my comics. So I really thank you for supporting and watching my videos, and I will talk to you again in the next video, which I don't know what the character will be, but we'll just play it by ear. Alright, take care. Bye.